One man is lost in the fog. His friend brings a torch in the night. They walk arm in arm through the dark, guided by one man's sight. One man's sight. Some cannot walk, some cannot see, some cannot speak, some cannot hear, some cannot learn, some cannot think, but all can love, and all can feel, and all can care, and all can change, and all can learn, and all can grow. We are equal in the same. We are equal in the same. We are equal in the same. Two men were working the land, two farmers making their trade. And while one was blind, he was still the mind behind the world's best lemonade, his lemonade. Some cannot walk, some cannot see, some cannot speak, some cannot hear, some cannot learn, some cannot think, but all can love, and all can feel, and all can care, and all can change, and all can learn, and all can grow. We are equal in the same. We are equal in the same. We are equal in the same.
The children in our country are being made to be the victim of a situation they are not involved, and then sent to a foster home where they again are reintroduced to trauma of being the odd ball. Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem. George Washington never thought of children as pawn in the game of freedom and American values, and never had he wanted to sell them. They were from his maker, his creator. Our children are being run down for no other reason than the profits being made in some way. Somehow these government agencies make money hand over fist day in and day out. They have you go to classes that they are billing for, and there is no viable reason for you to attend. Yet when you hear an update, CPS tells you that you're further away from when you started. Reunification is your goal, not theirs. And after you go through 12+ months of grueling, painstaking classes and meetings, all while getting the slimmest amount of time to visit your child, and even worse, you are always supervised, never alone again with your child. It's awful. How do they feel, do you think?
Where's the outrage? Why is nobody standing up for these families being torn apart by CPS?
Please don't tell me you're going to put all your bets on this superhero. You grown-ups are supposed to be coming to his rescue. Stop ignoring this problem. There is nothing more I can say to any of you. Please fight CPS and help those who have lost so much they can help themselves.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Equal in the Same. Sorry, I'm late today. It is 12/13/25 show, and I don't know. I'm sorry I'm late. I was preparing today for a little bit of snow that's coming in tonight. Really getting everything seasoned for the winter. Doing my fuel stabilizers and stuff, and I don't know, just cleaning up a little bit, getting ready. But how's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, Erica? I guess it's you and me, kid. I'm not sure. We were supposed to meet up with Darren tonight. He was going to go over his app with me again. Well, for the first time, we'll say. See what he can do for tools and how to do certain things. Oh, excuse me. I just wolfed down some pasta before we came in. That's why I was late. I had to eat before we started. Anyways, so I'm not sure what to do tonight. There's a lot of things cooking out there in the world right now. I thought we were going to have a home run on something. Any exit, get into the capital, get into the right key players. But now it's all being said January. We go back in January. I'm not sure. Yeah, huh? And I almost had Gunner pull the plug. Then I said, screw it, I can't do that. It is the holidays. Give up a little bit more of yourself to people. So I figured, well, it would be a good time. But man, would I love to have the interaction of everything. But you know me, I guess I can bullshit. So I guess I'll get into a few things that are on my mind for this week. I do believe in the state of Connecticut. Not sure if you guys heard or not, but there's a huge case going forward on trial on the 19th of December. And I don't know if it's an all-day trial, not trial, but it was basically a gentleman that was held captive by his stepmother inside of the room for 25 years. The guy was something like 90 pounds sopping wet. When he lit his room on fire because the torture was just so insane, he was able to smuggle a lighter in there, I guess, and light the room on fire, which triggered, the whole 9 yards. So it's a question of whether this is abuse, not abuse. Obviously it's abuse. But what kills me the most is I ran into somebody that is friends with them, and this is my second time requesting. Why not contact me? Why not get involved? Because I just had AC 48057 a couple weeks ago, and that's about the due process rights of people with intellectual disabilities or any other type of disability that could be cognitive, that can be from post-traumatic stress all the way down. But in a civil matter, the government has to appoint and ensure that the fields are level playing fields. I mean, isn't that what equal justice is? I mean, how can you be against attorneys if you don't have the money? And we know it's not going to happen, but for some cases, I think it does happen, where if you're able to coach and make it known what you want legally to happen in the case, you relay it to your attorney, and you try to do as much burden as you can for them. Pick up the burden and pick up the time, and because obviously they got so many cases, and the shitty part is, isn't it something like a G note they get to do certain cases, and then they have to justify extended billing and the whole 9 yards, which is probably simple, but it sounds complicated to me. Where you would think if a case is open, how do they put a cap on a case? How do they even come up with a number that cases are going to be coming in at this cost here? They're going to be saying like, oh, this is clean cut. This is just walk in there, give it a stamp. Every year we have to renew. Well, no. And again, in my case, the child was being totally frauded of program services and activities to comply with Olmstead. the state workers and state players just continue to laugh at you. And again, because they know they can hide behind their free attorney, and there's not much you can do. You're not going to find somebody from the British Bar Association in your state to take on the state. They're just not going to do it. The billable hours and the billable time is incredible. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what else can I say? Was really looking forward towards Darren tonight, but it'll probably be an early show. I did hear from an advocate named Dallas. He puts out, I follow him on Facebook, and I found this interesting that with CPS, they'll actually now provide the schools with a funding for the transportation of the kids. So that's on top of what they've already budgeted for per pupil. They get an extra add-on because it's now a DCF matter. It just doesn't make sense to me. And why would they need the extra busing? Is it because they're assuming that these kids would have to go on little minivans with no cameras like my son was? But a typical kid has the right to be on a bus with cameras. My feeling is always that, kids protect kids. If there is any neglect or abuse, I think their friends would end up, knowing right from wrong and saying something to parents, friends of parents, or somebody, of neglect and abuse. I don't think society can let it go unless you're in one of those situations where you're here and you have to hide in the shadows, we'll say, of society just to be here and try to make a living for yourself and hope you can become a citizen or whatever it is. But yeah, there is racketeering of races. Obviously we know, it was done through every race out there. Italians did it to Italians, Irish did it to Irish. It's just how our country is. I guess it is. Everyone's got to be, get our game on, get our hustle on. So, yeah, Dallas is a great person. Yeah, right. And it was all good shows. Even this week with Tiff and I believe his name was Cyrus. Really strong show, and the information he's got on this whole child support stuff is just insane. It really blows your mind and how far they have changed from the 1938 Social Security Act, Title 4D, 4E, 4B funding. And in 75 years, it becomes from family to their money. And again, they can't prove there's a percentage of money going to the families because it's just not happening. It's all for their friends. So I don't know. Erica, what part of the country are you from? Boy, I must be bombing. I got only one person watching tonight. Sorry, Erica. But yeah, so I just want to come on, say hi to everyone, and Christmas is coming, the whole 9 yards, so we're all getting there. I've been working hard on my own stuff. Hopefully I can be in federal courts by the 1st. Because obviously the Wisconsin, nice. I would love to go to freaking Dakotas or something with big sky country. Montana, have a 200-acre ranch, cattle, sheep, whatever, pigs, doesn't bother me. Roosters, definitely a horse or two, definitely a quad. and probably a couple guns there to protect myself, from the critters. But yeah, but so what you want to do, Erica? It's just me and you. I could use a good shower and a good relax. I told Gunnar I at least wanted to come on and say hello to everyone. Hoping Darren was late so that we can dive into this app, but it looks like we're not going to be able to do this tonight. Maybe we can go special live tomorrow if he's around and do it as a makeup. It's possible. I'm around. Yeah. You know what the sad part is, Erica? We don't even have John on tonight. John left us high and dry. He's not even here. Everybody must have known I was a bomb out. Oh, man. But, yeah, so anyways, did I say, Becca, happy birthday? One of our producers behind the scenes, it's her birthday. I believe she's a young gal at 34. And, yeah, so, I don't know. We've had Becca out here a couple times. I remember one night with me, Gunnar, and her. And, yeah, she's a smart person. And she's good at the IT stuff, guys, too. Yeah, so. Well, Gunnar, if you can hear us, go ahead and get us out of here. Good night, all. Sorry we didn't have Darren come in. I wasn't prepared. I should have. Oh, he's right there. Yo, can't hear you. Can't hear you. Erica, don't go anywhere. He's here. Maybe he'll teach both of us. If we can hear him. There he is.
Here I am.
Better late than never, right? I lost you again. I saw your lips move.
Did you hear me now? You can hear me now, right?
Yep.
All right. It's freaking cold as hell out. But what's going on, Henry?
Nah, dude. Same thing, man. Getting everything all ready for the little snowstorm we're gonna have tonight.
Yeah, I know. I'm gotta get into some driving in the morning and that stuff. We'll see how that goes. So
yeah, right.
So that'll be fun. So what's going on with you, Henry?
I was gonna call it a early day. I'm whooped. I'm tired. I have nothing on it. I don't even think I have the intelligence right now to follow you on the app. You know.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't take intelligence, Henry.
Well, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
looks like you're just eating too, and I smell like gas from head to toe because I had to start up that stupid snowblower, and of course, it's been sitting there for the last year.
You have enough snow tonight you have enough snow for a snowblower out there?
They're still calling 1 to 3 inches. It's the fact of cold afterwards. You got to clean it up when it's cold afterwards, or else you get the daytime melt and it turns to ice. Then you never get the shit up for the rest of the winter.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in the let's let it melt.
Yeah.
Yep. I like the let's let it melt theory. That's after the the initial snow blowing and everything.
Right.
Not, like the whole driveway, but yeah. So what's been going on, Henry? I haven't talked to you. What's going on in the news around the CPS world? What do you hear?
I don't know. I heard I said that earlier, that things ain't looking good and doesn't look like we got anyone for anything. I don't think anyone's got a foot in the door on the bill because everybody's in January. Well, we're going to be back in January. Oh, we're all going back in January. And yeah.
Well, you know, that's not. We shouldn't just give in, Henry. Right? Imagine if our forefathers.
No, but I think we ought to start being tactically smart and following the money and going to the source of the money and start filing complaints with these people. It's all you can do, Darren. Follow the money. When the money's abused, you got their attention. When the child's abused, they don't give a shit because that means a lawsuit.
Facts. When the child's truly abused, that means they get nothing. There is no case. There's no nothing. Those are the ones that we see that die, Henry.
Right.
They're the ones that don't get paid attention to because they're not adoptable. They're damaged goods. They're no good.
Right.
And that's unfortunate. And that's got to change because we're failing. The system's failing all the way around, man.
Well, I don't think anyone's damaged goods. I think it's just a matter of getting that person who's been abused to trust you. And if you can break that thing. But the problem is once these kids trust somebody, even in my son's example, they're gone. So I've had staff work with them. You get 2 years out of them, and then it's a rotate, and you got to go back through the training crap. Mm-hmm. It's just constantly. I don't know how can you say it's healthy. I just cannot see how it would be healthy because the same application has to be done there. I mean, how many people go to DCF and CPS and become lifers? They're always moving up management. They want to all become management instead of field ops.
Right. Well, I mean, we know that they move them around constantly because they try to avoid when they get in trouble and they have complaints against them.
Well, yeah, that's lawsuits. Yes. Yep.
So that's because that's an issue there. But look, Henry, the only thing that's going to work, and everybody's going to stop titter-tattering and pitter-pattering and putting Band-Aids and all that on there, is we got to just abolish this goddamn system, brother.
I thought the whole system was going to be reset. I really, really, really did. I thought Trump was going to come in with martial law, and this is it.
Yeah, where is this? Where is Mr. Trump?
I don't know, man. I think everybody's waiting to see what's going on with 3i Atlas there, Again, I had to have this argument with my friend the other day.
There's always going to be something that's more important than the kids?
Well, no. It's if the Martians are coming to eat us, then what the fuck, man? We're all fucked.
Right.
I'd rather be fucked with my kid in my hands, but again, it's crazy. It's crazy out there right now.
People are crazy.
Listen, I don't know if you heard, but the 19th, we're having that case where in Connecticut, the man was locked in his room for 25 years, came out of the room, 85 pounds, sopping wet by his stepmother, and nobody did nothing. Everybody in the neighborhood saw him up in the window all the time, and nobody once asked, why isn't he outside?
No one checked on him, no nothing.
Nobody. Well, and again, that's where you have state of Connecticut's failure for the ADA policies and procedures, even though they have secret settlement agreements from 2017 that you have to FOIA. Why would you have a settlement agreement on the Department of Developmental Services hidden? Why? It's just so ridiculous. And again, the feds are just as much in bed because they go to the same hobnobbing parties as they do.
Well,
the same little.
Everything should be transparent.
Functions.
Everything should be transparent with them.
Well,
are you gonna go open the door? Everything should be transparent.
Yeah.
If they're even going to remain being intact and doing something, but after being, with Cyrus the other night, man, he brought a whole new energy to this.
Oh, thing. He put a little chill in my soul, brother.
He brought a whole new energy.
He is hard fucking core.
He's the real deal.
I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's come to that point because you always like to believe the pen is mightier than the sword, and But it is what it is, and I get it, and that's why the Constitution says what it says. You know, when government is tyranny, we have the right to tear it down and rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is it being done in front of our face, and we're just too stupid to see it? Because, you know, look at gold, look at silver, look at it, look at everything.
Well, the thing is, this, Henry, is this was destined to happen from the beginning, because they made two parties, right?
Yeah.
Now, how are you gonna unite something, but yet it's represented by two parties? You know?
Oh, I totally believe. I think independents should have a seat at the table.
I don't think there should be party lines anyway. Why not just the best for America, man?
You know?
I mean, that's what, at the end of the day, man, you shouldn't be voting by, you know, D or R or I. You know, you should be voting.
No, you wouldn't be voting other than DRI or R. For the simple fact is, if you don't play with them and support their bullshit, they hammer you when you try to push out a bill. I've seen at the state level, heard it right from the horse's mouth, that you know, you got to pick your battles, and the biggest secret is who to get dirt on. You know, and right now, I'm not sure, but there seems to be a lot of people wanting to leave Congress right now, and I don't know, just really weird to me with the whole Epstein shit. And you know, that's all they continue to do is show pictures of Trump when he was 35 or 30 or whatever, you know, when they were young guys.
Mm-hmm. You know, just because Trump knew the guy doesn't mean that he was, you know,
right,
doing bad things with him. Even if he went on his plane,
right.
You know, like maybe he never knew. Who knows? Who cares?
But didn't they have like pictures of other celebrities with the actual girls and like inappropriately you know, touching them, just even putting their arms on them, like it's, you know, like you're casually posing as we're besties. And
they have the Clinton, Bill Clinton. They have that video of Obama with George Clooney.
I believe that TikTok fucking one where it says Hillary Clinton was out there hunting them on her golf court, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Doubt it. Hi, bud. You ready for cake?
Yes.
It's up in the cabinet. I cooked all day for you, buddy. I got 6 cakes done, Darren. Made 20 quarts of good soup.
Dang. We can.
I was a cooking fool today.
Yeah, you was it, huh? You made some cake and soup cake.
So
you got a soup cake, buddy. But you know, like the Epstein stuff. You know, here's the thing: like Trump's just, I don't know, something's up, man. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but something's up with our president.
Nor can I. And again, everybody's like, "Oh, Venezuela, we're going to war. He's a bad." Listen, dude. First thing you do is you cripple them financially. You just don't walk into a country and start bombing them.
Why are we going to war with them?
Financial. In every war that's ever been done, even Russia just did it to Ukraine. Israel did it to Gaza. You hurt them financially.
Mm-hmm. What's the point? Why are we going? I'm being serious here, Henry. Why are we going to war with Venezuela?
We're not. What if this is a true spaceship? NASA is fucking the American people, right? And you know, think about it. If you just drove through the galaxy, which is like 100,000 years of our life, would take to go from what we can just see, never mind beyond that. So again, what would they need? I would think they would need fuel. I would think they need some kind of fuel. I would think they need some food. You know, I think they would need some rare minerals for however their propulsion system works and runs. I never heard even a nuclear plant can't go for freaking that long.
Well, that's what we just went, that's what they went to the sun for, didn't they? They went to the sun and loaded up, they said.
It turned a different color, yes.
So,
and what kills me is that they all confirm the same thing. There's only nickel behind it, which if you work with steels and metals, you know where there's nickel, you're going to find steel.
Mm.
You know, you
But
just can't.
I'm starting to believe that this. I'm going to be honest here, man. That this is some this. I'm starting to become a flat earther, Henry.
Listen, there's theories out there that says where oxygen is actually like a water type substance that we just don't see. And that's when you go to space, it's a negative vacuum. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Who the hell knows? I say, why the hell are we going to Mars when we can explore our own oceans and figure out what the hell is truly going on at the center of the Earth? Because again, Darren, what
Or the
doesn't
bottom of the ocean.
what doesn't make sense is if the Earth is the core and you're going closer to the core, so we got trenches that are thousands of feet deep, right?
Mhm.
Thousands, like we'll crush you like a tuna can deep, and we still haven't seen the bottom. But yet the cold that you get down there is incredible.
Oh God, I bet that's freezing.
And again, it would be, you would think it would be opposite if it's going more towards the core. The core is warm in the oceans, you know, everything.
Right? Where's all that lava that they talk about in the Earth? Right? Where's all that
Right.
magma?
I just don't get it. It's above my pay grade, bro. But
And why did NASA stop looking into what's in the ocean? Why did they stop surveying the ocean?
doesn't I don't even get it, man.
You know,
I think,
doesn't
it'd
make
be,
sense.
I
right?
think it would be cool to have a city underneath the ocean.
I think that there's a lot of cities under the ocean already, Henry.
You know, to be able to look up and have a glass ceiling, and you're inside of a bubble, and
Oh, it's nice and warm in there. You know.
oh yeah. Because again, the ground. I mean, up here it's 48 degrees, 4 feet in the ground, so year round, don't care. And again, you'd think as you get closer to the core, you get warmer, but it really.
Henry, how come when you go to space, right? These guys go out of our atmosphere. They go to space, right? Where the hell does the sun go when they go to space? Because when we're here on Earth, that sun is blazing on us, and it's whoa, what the hell is, you know, man, the sun.
And you would think,
but they always go to space. This thing where you're getting closer than you should be than when you were on Earth. But where's the sun? Where's the picture of these suns?
right? So it's sort of like your radiant heaters in your house, those ones that glow red. You know, it illuminates the object and warms the object. Well, the sun's doing that to Earth all day long. You take away the atmosphere, now you got full rays. I agree with you, man. It doesn't make sense how you can go out into space and it's so freaking cold and I don't know. Again, above my pay grade. I just know I would have been a dumbass in 50s or something to send a rocket out.
But
into
is it above
space.
your pay grade, Henry, or did they just not want you to? They don't want you to think about this stuff, brother.
Well, that's it. And again, they don't want you to think.
Everything in our lives have been established to make us not question and not move forward. And because in reality, we're supposed to be here. We're put here by God under God's law, and we have 2 rules to follow: don't hurt anybody, don't hurt anybody's property. That's it. Other than that, you're free to go, man. This is freedom. This is what our Creator has said that He put us here for, to be loved and have a great time. You know what I mean? Like, this is why we're here. And they're taking this from us. They're taking them from us, you know, and taking our God-given right to live as free people. They've restricted, choked us out, and taken it from us.
Oh, they statute us to death.
It's enough.
Policies
really
and procedures.
Not even laws. Not even laws.
I don't know. But it was really sad this week to hear that you know, people were talking about next week. But I don't know, did you see the post from Toll and Roll? Jessica Saxon and Tanoa teamed up. They're doing something in January in DC. I don't know. Got to look into that some more. I didn't have time this afternoon after I saw it to really dig into it.
Whatever. But, good luck to them.
Hey, man, there is no wrong exit, Darren.
No,
Whatever it
no,
takes to get to the
certainly not.
Capitol, we got to do.
Certainly not, Henry. People
You
got to
know?
do what they got to do. You're right.
But
I just don't.
Gunner, I guess, had some bad news in his problems. So
Oh yeah.
me, I got 2 weeks to get into the federal court myself. And this is what they do. They just keep hammering you and denying and denying and denying. And how do you collapse the system when the system is just such a beast of money?
Well, how do you squash a system that doesn't have any rules, Henry? Right?
Efficacy.
They make up their own as they go.
They have rules, but again, the ethics says, "Oh no, that's my friend. He's another state worker. I'm going to protect him." I don't know. Oh, that's a practicing judge. I'm a fellow bar member. Protect me. We'll make more money down the road. I promise I won't do this again. I know one thing as a contractor, I was always dead afraid of being held in consumer protections or getting a bad mark against me or whatever. You know what I mean? Because your word is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, when you're dealing with an entity that doesn't have a physical being to say my word, because it's a community thought where again, we'll just screw him and we'll take care of this one. We'll get this one. Oh, they got money. We can plunder them for 50 G's easy. And
hey, this dude, this cat that's in your chat right now, man, Justin, he's really a cool dude, man. He was on yesterday with us on the Tiff and the Punisher show, and I really like this dude. He's right up our alley, man. He's even a plumber, Henry.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about that. So this afternoon, I had called you at 5. You know who was standing next to me? Somebody that could maybe answer your prayers on the loophole.
Oh,
and I'm like, yeah, it's just typical, man. I can't get two people together.
I'll tell you what. If anybody out there knows anybody that knows how to run GitHub and run some coding, if you guys could get in touch with me to help me out, I would greatly appreciate it.
So it's GitHub?
Yeah, it's doing some GitHub stuff and just writing a little bit of code. So if someone could help me out with that, that would be really cool. You can email me at cpsvhuntingjustice@gmail.com. That would be freaking that would be awesome. I
was with Dave and Justin.
So you got the smarter guys on your level over here, Henry.
What do you mean?
You got a good audience here. You got a great intelligence you got a great audience of intelligence here.
Well, I'm sorry we bombed on the show tonight, and that's it. I should have grabbed you at 3 and made sure at 3, but I thought we were good to go. And Gunner brought me in, and then Gunner was telling me he's down and out, and I said, "Oh, screw it, Gunner, come on for a little bit," and he didn't want to do it. But today's Becca's birthday. Did you wish her a happy birthday?
I'm making her a thing right now. Certainly am.
Really?
Yeah, I've been making it all day for her.
All right, I don't feel so bad because I was just gonna say you told me this morning you were gonna do it.
No, I've been working on it all day, off and on.
Oh shit! So that means you had a fuck fest all day, huh?
I don't understand. I wish Gunner would come out here and explain how he was. I don't see that as.
He's got the kids there.
Oh, does he?
He's got some Gunner company. I caught him sleeping with the baby on his chest. It was beautiful.
Oh boy.
He says, "Bro, sorry to ruin the best time of your life."
Yeah, time to get up, but
somebody's got to yank me, and Darren didn't respond.
But
I tried getting a hold of Danielle. I'm going to strangle that girl. I'm telling you right now, Darren.
Yeah, she's neck deep in her case. I don't know. I see her and Brenda doing something. I don't know if that's on our channel or if it's from there. I don't know. It's kind of weird to even say that I don't know what's going on.
Because I've been
But
waiting.
things are going to
get
change,
turned
Henry.
up
Things
for-
are going to change. You know what? I'm back in. It's time to get back in the saddle, buddy. This lackadaisical and all of this stuff it's you know what? We're taking a new hardcore approach, and I think people are going to like it. We're going to rev this shit up. We're going to burn this bitch down.
No.
It's time, man. It's
The
time.
truth is, it all starts in January, anyways.
Truth
I
is,
heard. I don't know
now,
if this is true or not, but I heard there's 12 different children bills being proposed this year for different things, obviously.
Oh, at the nativity?
Up at Congress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's 12 different bills with bill numbers right now.
Mm.
I tried telling somebody to give me the list of the bills, but that didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, do we know whose bills are out there and whose bills are even sponsored and whose bills
I don't
aren't?
know of anyone that's made it yet. None of us, obviously. What it's going to
Well,
be
we
is
haven't
probably bills from like CPS saying they want more money.
Mm-mm. There should be no bill, no draft that goes out there that says, let's put more aid into these programs of CPS.
Well, they're going to be starting.
Why do you want to give more money to that program?
It's crazy.
I mean, there should be nothing more than abolishment of CPS, period. I mean, it's violated our rights. It's an illegal institution. I mean, the list goes on and on of what it is. It's a pure sense of void ab initio. And even when you do a void ab initio, these damn admiralty courts and maritime courts and all of that stuff, they don't accept it as a true guide, even though the government of the United States is the one that came up and created void ab initio.
But again, it only fits their shoe when they want to use it.
Correct. The narrative only works for them, Henry. You know? So, man, you got me
swear to
saying
God, I don't care what anyone says. Law is 100% about money. The more money you got to throw at lawyers, the more they'll do the corrupt shit and get things to sway your way.
You know,
you don't have money.
When I was on Vincent Davis's show, he used to tell me, he said, Darren, I'm going to tell you this. He says, there's two things that don't get fought in family court. And I said, what's that, Vincent? And he says, the law and the truth. Those two things are not for family court. They don't get fought in there.
Right.
That's pretty messed up.
Oh,
right?
Justin, I'm in Connecticut.
That's pretty messed up, right? Like, you know, you think that's when you go to court, your day in court, you know, like I'm going to go in there, I'm going to spout off the Constitution, I'm going to get my day, you know, my time, my turn. And
I've been asking when
you walk into these courts, man,
in years.
You're in the wrong place, you know.
And even at that, Darren, the wins I did have, it was so obvious on their face they had no fucking choice. You know?
What are you saying? That they didn't have a choice? It was so blatantly clear that you had won?
Well, after 9 years of fighting that I'm a fit parent, why are you in my life? You know what I mean? Telling me what to do with my child. No.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that was the first round. They mooted the ADA. Oh, I just had the judge moot some of my motions this week, and I got a couple more little things today. So we'll find out what else she's doing that's so ridiculous. And this is just it. She thinks she's just going to sit behind her desk and have immunity. It ain't going to happen in this case. She's picked the wrong amigo.
Mm-hmm. The wrong gato, man.
And it's, again, I don't really care because it's again, deprivation of rights. You know, I'm done. I'm not playing around anymore. And everyone can say, oh, geez, you can't do that. Well, you know what? There has to be a way to do it. And when I say a way to do it, even I brought this up in our meeting the other day with somebody. I go, we have senators, right? They control the money. And if they're your sitting senator, don't they have an affirmative obligation to ensure that the money is being funded to the state through them because it's through them. It's our Congress people that secure grants and secure this, secure whatever. And again, don't they have an affirmative obligation to look at where the money is? And if somebody's claiming fraud underneath whistleblowing, don't they have a team to investigate and follow the money? That's what I was told. Go see your Congress people. Go see your legislators. They'll take care of it. Never had one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get that heat up and going in that room today?
Not really, Henry. It's the sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirt, maybe a little breath scene. I don't know. You know, we insulated one side of the eaves over there, and then now it feels like it's pulling way more cool air through the garage. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I think we need to even out the plastic on the ceiling. But anything short, Henry, of abolishing these systems is child's play and it's a waste of time and money. We don't have that kind of time left.
Well, it should be abolished because there's too many bad actors and bad players that have taken care of the fraud for the last 20 years, 25 years. What did Kathy, I think she said it was 2000 that her data shows the corruption and fraud really flared up big time. And I said that's because 99 they ordered Olmsted to close the institutions. And again, at that point, I believe there was nowhere else for people to get divorced and throw their wives into an institution like they used to do in the old days. I mean, honestly. And again,
when did divorce become an acceptable thing? Shane, my cigarettes outside?
I don't know. Listen, it's again 2000s. It's all hitting around 2000s. No fault divorces was I think late 70s. But it was still taboo to be divorced in the 70s. You went to go see your priest and you went to go tell them and work things out. You went to your deacons, your community, even in-laws. Just to work it out for the kids, get through the kids. Hey, did you see that one guy that's supposedly some big finance guru and now he's supposedly axed his wife? And the trial was going on, and they got him by the balls, absolutely. And he's looking to life in prison. And again, it just doesn't make sense to me. Why don't you just kill a guy?
What happened to him now? You life in prison?
No, he's a big finance guy. He had a hot wife. She was screwing around behind his back. He didn't give a shit. Whatever. They kept building their empire, and supposedly he capped her. And there's been a trial going on for the last week over it. And they don't have the smoking gun, but they have like the dirty carpet. They have certain things and pictures that are on top of the carpet exercising. And so he just went psycho and killed her because, again, he didn't want to probably lose his empire. She would have cleaned his clock. Well, here's half of the twosome gruesomes.
Gruesome twosome?
Yeah, Brenda. Where's your buddy Danielle?
Hello, Brenda. Brenda Newman.
You got to get a hold of that girl Danielle and tell her she needs to return phone calls.
Hello,
I think I called her at 4 this afternoon and said, hey, you want to come on the show? No answer.
Hey, Brenda, when are you thinking of doing an episode of Bring Back Brenda? That's what I really want to know, Henry. Those are the tough questions that we got to ask here, and Netflix.
Yeah, where you guys been? The Gruesome Sisters have been gone. I haven't seen one show.
Oh man, that'd be great if I could fit together. That'd be cool. This is a cool shirt, man. You guys design this thing? That's nice.
Yeah. So let's give Brenda hell day.
Hello,
Brenda should be giving me updates on what she's been doing at the ADA, but I haven't heard anything. Nobody calls. They only call when they want help, Darren. You know that?
I'm well aware. Although I will say that there has been one point in my life where I needed assistance, and the Brenda and Brenda and Danielle were there like like trumpets, and they were awesome, man. They definitely proved to me what real friends are. I'll
Well,
tell you that.
I
They were
wasn't
right there for
talking
me.
about us, but in general, you know, like when somebody needs you, they seem to find you. But after they don't need you anymore, they kick you to the curb, Brenda.
Yeah.
Giving her a
that's
guilt
standard
trip
human
now, I
being stuff,
hope.
right?
But yeah, I hope Danielle's doing good. Put it in the message box if Danielle's doing good, because I haven't heard from her in a long time.
I saw on our show the other night she is saying that she was winning her case.
You want help with your hell with You're funny, Brenda. But anyways, guys, I'm glad Darren popped back in for me just to save me, so I wasn't had one lousy show, and then you guys showed up. But Erica's my trooper. She was here from the beginning with me. We were both gonna bow out because everyone was tired. And okay, you talked to her yesterday. Well, I hope things are going good in her matters. And again, I haven't heard from her. You know,
well, I'm gonna call her after the show.
You know, well, yeah, maybe we'll all crank call her.
Well, I'm not gonna prank call her, but
well, I'll crank call her because you know me. I'm crashing.
You're gonna call her up, tell her the refrigerator's running.
No, just call her, hang up, call her, hang up, call her, hang up.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Henry!
Blame it being a bad computer connection. Can you hear me now?
Hey, have you did you see your refrigerator's running?
Yeah, right.
You better go get it. Yeah, come on.
Chris was moved to one part of the pods of Florida. Okay, are you making a headway with the prison system, asking them for your rights?
That's how gay jokes used to be, right there.
Hey, Mitch, thank you. I'm not a wealth. I don't think I'm anything special. It's just, you know, instead of picking up a sports page, I pick up the 88 because I have to for my son. And you know, that's it, really. And when you start finding out how sick it is that these people are just totally, you know, abusing the system and abusing people with disabilities, it just lights my fuse on fire. And yeah, but I thank you. Look forward to my AC case coming out soon. AC 48057. They've had it for 2 weeks. They have had it for 2 weeks, and them sons of bitches. I'm prepared right to the Supreme Court. Don't even care. It's already written. Paperwork's already written. But and it'll be easy because you know why, Darren?
Why is that, buddy?
Same foundational fight I had 18 years ago, I have today. And when I petitioned the Supreme Court back then, they again said, no, we're not going to take it. Even though it's public interest? Really? This is public interest. Can you tell me of another
public? Not for your public, Henry.
Not for my public. No.
But other public.
You know, again, Judge Bizzuto went out on Title I of the ADA. You know, she said she was traumatically stressed or something. I don't get that one, dude. $350,000 a year as a judge. How the hell do you become traumatically stressed? That's a lot of coin, brother. And I don't know. It's crazy. Yes, AC 48057. The argument was again about intellectually disabled people accessing the courts, civil Gideon, and yes, this can open up the door to everywhere else, including the fact of people with post-traumatic stress, the whole 9 yards. The courts have an affirmative obligation. They have to be on the lookout for the disabled. They can't walk up to you and say, hey, are you disabled, Darren? You look a little disabled. You look a little sleepy tonight. Well, yeah, I got, you know, a disease. So again, it's just, you know, you have to play it for what it is. But what sucks is, and again, I played a couple of weeks ago, the Watley versus Keller, where they're looking for any excuse to say, well, you didn't ask, you didn't tell, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't ask for your kids back, you didn't do that. Come on, man. It's just ridiculous. It's either are you compliant or are you not? That's the bottom line, Darren.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
That is compliance, Henry. Compliance is,
compliancy.
and that's where it all begins, right? Asking that courtroom, do you comply?
Do you comply? And yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys a little short story. I don't know if I can or not, but hypothetically, I was having some stuff stolen out of my house, and I witnessed it right in front of me. I grabbed the blanket and I got arrested on Thursday. Well, promised to appear, under threat. If you don't sign our bond here, which they make money on, then you show up at court, they make money. So I got there bright and early and I started. Again, I've been in this courthouse before, non-compliancy. I don't even feel like doing the argument. I'll just bring it up in court. And I kept my mouth shut. And I asked, hey guys, my kid, let's get this going because I'm a full-time caregiver. And let's get this going. We'll be waiting here when you need us. Just come. I don't, want to disrespect the court and have him maybe possibly stim in the court. And it'd be a vocal stim. That's about it. Maybe flopping the hands or whatever. Or get excited and stand and jitter around. And long story short is what was I going to say? The judge and me, we danced. And again, they give me a restraining order, not from my house, for the person's house that I haven't been in 5 years. But yet the assaults happen in my house. They steal from me for over 2.5 years. And again, it just makes no sense. So I sat there immediately, motion to dismiss, the whole 9 yards. Again, my rights to protect my castle, the whole 9 yards. You can't tell me I cannot pull a blanket out of somebody's hand to catch them stealing something. I mean, God, when I was a kid, I was on my motorcycle, Darren, right? Riding around in the sand pits illegally after their day's work. The cops used to come and they'd hide in the woods and they would tackle us on the motorcycles. Tackle. I mean, like full-blown freaking forearm first. Bam! I mean, it hurts. And yeah, so I don't get it. I didn't do nothing but pull a blanket and I go to jail. So I got a whole nother trial there. I got the motion to dismiss, but in a good way. It's kind of good because now it's finally going to give me some discovery tools that I've been seeking that the courts won't approve. And because it's criminal court now, they have to approve it. And I'm just going to really screw the shit out of these people and show, hopefully one day, the federal government, you know what I mean? And that's banking everything that something's going to happen with Trump. And if it doesn't happen with Trump, we're all screwed for another fucking cycle. And, what's a cycle? I would say another 20, 30 years before we get another bite at the apple to get things straightened out here. It's that crazy. Because again, there's just too many people making too much money. Discrimination is discrimination. I don't care if it's a cop or a judge or a state worker. They should not go home with their pension. They should not be able to continue to work. And that's all I really seek is pension. Because I think that if you start taking away these people's pensions, they're all done. They're all screwed. And that's what I say. But all right, man, it's 8:59. We've been here at a fucking hour. Is Sam coming up next, kiddo?
Negative. She's off tonight, so we're gonna. And I'm thinking maybe if we can conjure up some things here. I'm thinking of coming back out here, and well, I'm anxious for my road trip tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. So, all right. Yeah, no shows tonight. Make sure you check out mine if and when I do have it. It's Sunday surprise with the Punisher, so it'll be worth its weight in gold. So check it all out, people, before you enter into a machine. Also,
yeah. So, you got any idea? Afternoon, morning, night? Which one you gonna do? Morning, night, afternoon?
I think we should take care of the morning one, don't you?
I like mornings. So, yeah. T's 89 says, I want to come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
That's you home, buddy.
Well, no, T's 89 says she wants to come on. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Guys, I thank you for coming in tonight and joining us. And again, you know, I'm sorry to give the bearer the bad news. We still got 2 more weeks now to fight, fucking determine what's going on in this federal government. I do know there's 12 bills. What they are, I don't know. I don't think any of them bring what we're looking for. I think it's going to give them more strength. It's Chris. Okay. So, guys, anyways, thanks for coming in tonight. Make sure you get your Christmas shopping done this weekend, because pretty much after this weekend, you're screwed. No more online. But Erica, I thank you for being from start to finish. If I can give you a gold star right now, I would do it right now, because you're here every week. We're gonna beat up John next week and find out why he wasn't here. But yeah. Yes, morning coffee, Brenda. Well, don't forget, Brenda, we're all gonna go triple up on Danielle right now. Get her spirits back up and going. I don't get her. You know, it's purposely being suppressed, and you just can't fall into their trap. You got to keep fighting every day to get the hell out of their trap and use anger to freaking push you. So, guys, good night. Thank you. Get us out of here, Darren. Hammer it away. I'll see you in the back room.
Yes, sir.
Back roomy.
Go in the back room, Henry.
Back room, baby. Back room. Where the boys can talk.
We're going to go in the back room.
Yeah, you're here. You got a loyalty program with me there, girl. We got to bring you on here one night just to meet you. Guys, again, thank you for tuning in. Wherever you are, I hope you guys stay warm, because it's going cold here in New England. And again, anyone has any questions, you know how to get a hold of me on Facebook, Henry J. Martaccio. I'll help with what I can help. But this is a fight you have to make in front of the judge. You have to learn it, and it's not hard. Everything has been written in simple language, simple understanding. The DOJ has done the work for us. Guys, have a great night. Talk to you soon.